Welcome back again. Manchester United supporters are still awaiting official confirmation of Sir Jim Ratcliffe's investment in the club. Earlier this month, Ratcliffe became the favorite to join the United boardroom after Sheikh Jassim bin Hamad Al Thani announced he was to withdraw from the process, citing the Glazers' valuation as the reason for this. Initially, the British billionaire was wanting to purchase a majority stake in the club worth 60%. However, Ratcliffe opted to restructure his proposal and is now looking to buy a 25% minority stake, guaranteeing the Glazers will remain for the foreseeable future. Question marks now persist as to when this will be officially confirmed, but reports suggest it could be soon. It is understood the 71-year-old will have no issues passing the Premier League's owners and directors test, and there are no concerns from the league's bosses regarding Ratcliffe's source of funds. Once final details have been agreed upon between Ratcliffe and the Glazers, the process should transition quickly from there, it is claimed. So, as it is analyzed by football finance expert Kieran Maguire on X, the Glazers' ownership of Class B shares could delay, defer, or prevent change of control of United, according to the club's financial results. Responding to a fan in the comments section, this leaves power firmly in the hands of the Glazers. Meanwhile, Pep Guardiola hailed his Manchester City team for ridding themselves of doubt in time to outclass Manchester United. Erling Haaland scored twice, and Phil Foden also got in on the act as the Blues cruised to a 3-0 win at Old Trafford that gave them some revenge for a controversial defeat here last season. The win moves them 9 points clear of their rivals and up to within 2 of Tottenham at the top of the table. The match emphasized the gulf between the teams and the clubs, with City having a clear vision and United struggling to muster up a coherent plan. However, while Guardiola praised the strong backing he has at the Etihad, he rejected the idea that it had been easy for his team on Sunday. I understand the question that it looks easy, but it is not. There is a lot of respect for United and what they do, but we were at our best, especially in the second half, he said. The opponent plays. When you are losing, it is because they are really good. When we win, it is because we have done good things too. Football is always so difficult. Again and again. This is what Ten Hag said after defeat. Erik Ten Hag felt the penalty decision in the first half, given by VAR for a foul by Højlund on Rodri, changed the course of the Manchester derby, won 3-0 by visitors City. The manager offered his thoughts on a disappointing derby day as the Reds conceded that controversial first-half opener to Erling Haaland's penalty before further goals after the interval by Haaland and Phil Foden made for an unhappy afternoon. United had chances ourselves, but Andre Onana also made a number of good stops as the Blues collected the 3 points. Here is a selection of what Eric had to said that to the official broadcasters, including Man U TV and Sky Sports, after the game. The penalty changed the game. I don't have a comment on it. I don't have a comment. Yes, I saw it, but no comment. Especially the first half, the game plan went perfectly. Only the penalty changed the game. The first half, we played very well. We defended very good, closing the spaces, getting into the press, keeping them away from our own goal. Only one big save by Andre Onana. They almost didn't create too much. We had opportunities, 2 or 3 great breaks, but didn't benefit from it. He continues saying that the game plan in the first half was very disciplined, and then you see how successful it can be. We made an error for the second goal. We made a mistake. A wrong decision by going up to the keeper at the wrong moment. We did not recover quick, and they can switch the play, our players are in the wrong positions, and they make a great goal. We went out of shape and got killed by that, but the first half was so perfect as we defended so well. You can't say that. You regret making a change. We had to create. We are losing the game. You have to act as a manager, especially when you have the bench. You have to use the bench and bring more offensive power on the pitch. When you have Mason Mount on the bench, you can expect some creativity. When you play against this team, everything has to be perfect. So you don't need help, but also you don't want anything against you. Today was not our day. We have to accept that. But don't forget the game plan was very good in the first half. It hurts a lot. As you say, losing the derby is horrible. It could have been going a different way, but it didn't. Now you have to deal with it. Accept it, how it is, and in 24 hours, you have to get up and go the next game, Newcastle in the Carabao Cup on Wednesday. Again and again. Manchester United's coaching staff are not happy at all with Jadon Sancho after his public falling out with head coach Erik ten Hag, according to Fabrizio Romano. He told Give Me Sport, "I think with days passing, it's obvious that he had the chance to apologize in September and October. Now we are moving into the second half of the first half of the season, and it looks like a challenging situation, because if he had the chance to apologize in September, then this story could already have been resolved, and Sancho would be with the squad. But that is not the case. Sancho is not apologizing, and people in the coaching staff are not happy at all with that. Meanwhile, Marcus Rashford's poor run of form will come to an end, Erik ten Hag believes. The Dutchman said, "It will come. The moment will come. Every game, he will have his chances, and it is up to him, but it will come." While on the other side, Ten Hag explains Højlund's substitution. Erik ten Hag has revealed his reasons for subbing Rasmus Højlund during the Manchester derby. He said, "Rasmus is playing every game and is not used to it. We had to work very hard to get the press on, and you have to protect those players. As well, for the team, protect them to bring new energy in. You see, the effort Højlund put in was massive. You have to take one off, and Rasmus is coming in and is not used to 3 games a week." Elsewhere, Gary Neville reckons Bruno Fernandes tried to con Manchester United fans in the closing stages of their defeat to Manchester City. After seeing him attempt to stick a hard challenge on John Stones, the former Red Devil said, "He's trying to do someone there, Fernandes. He's trying to do John Stones, but he's seen him coming and he's ended up hurting himself." Neville added, "He's conning no one with what he's been trying to do over the past few minutes." On the other side, again and again, Erik ten Hag reckons his troops were giving Manchester City a right run for their money before they gave away a penalty in the 26th minute. He said, "When you see the first half, it is toe-to-toe, and just the penalty changes the game, but even then, we could have returned in the game with the shot of Scott McTominay just before halftime. For chances, it was very toe-to-toe, and also in the previous games against them in the FA Cup final and January, it was very close. So the probability that we could win was there in all the games, again and again." Guardiola explains United's problems. Pep Guardiola reckons the root of Manchester United's problems is a lack of unity from the top down to the bottom of the club. He said, "I have said many times we go in the same direction. The chairman, the manager, the CEO. First season unconditional support. So Erik ten Hag insists the Red Devils are on the way up, despite suffering their 5th league defeat of the season to Manchester City on Sunday." The Dutchman said, "The 3 games before we won, and the spirit is very good. So I think we are on the way up. The start was difficult, but we are on the way up. I am sure when we have some injured players coming back, then our side will be stronger. We have to be patient."